Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AT-15A. It's a Tier 7 British non-turreted tank destroyer, a premium tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Lakeville, and this one is under my command. Yes, General Disturbance driving the tank destroyer. Yes, I don't always play Arty, you know. I play other tanks as well. I can play other tanks whenever I like, whenever the mood takes me. Okay, well, battle started. This tank destroyer, otherwise known as the AT-AT, yes, AT-15A, was actually designed in 1943, and it became the basis for the design of the Tortoise. And I'm carrying most of the camp with me, including a log, but I will get rid of most of those en route. Now, it's got a quick-firing 17-pounder gun. As you can see, I'm not actually trying to drive into the OI. I'm actually trying to get rid of some of the excess baggage I'm carrying with me. 76.2mm is the caliber. Alpha damage of 150. Oh, and I just got hit by a round from the enemy Arty. 185 hit points gone down the drain, I'm afraid. Can't see where the shot landed, but it may have landed on the ground next to me. But that AMX-13F3, I think, was aiming for the wheelie, the AMD 178B, and instead he caught me. So, happy accident for him. Now, the 17-pounder is capable of doing 150 alpha, penetrating 171mm of armor with standard, and it goes up to 239 with APCR. And that's really helpful, that 239, that extra. But I've only got 10 rounds of APCR to go with from this game. Now, I'm also conscious that I'm going up the left side of the valley here, which means that I'm more likely to get hit by enemy Arty, because it's easier to be hit on this side than it is on the other. But it's also easier to get hits on the enemy. Well, I take a big hit from that King Tiger, and I think it hit the cupola on top of my body. But, well, I'm firing rounds back into him, and they're starting to bounce rounds off me now. That one didn't go through. Nope, that one didn't go through. Go for the VK. Yeah, put one in him. 160, but they're bouncing rounds off me now. I'm trying to get the top of that King Tiger, but instead missed the VK. Go for it again. Yeah, I've got one through the mantlet. Took one from the VK though. Tried for the cupola, but it didn't go through. It ricocheted off the roof. The roof's very well angled on the King Tiger captured. Not getting much joy here. I've keyed up a APCR for my next round, and I'm going to push forward. Oh, no, that one ricocheted. Bounced another one from the King Tiger, and he's gone round the corner. And I just lost my 45 TP to the Jagdpanther. Okay, now fired one into the Jagdpanther, but it bounced. I'll go for the lower plate. Thank you very much. You're dead. Okay, so moving on. One into the King Tiger through his turret. Side of the body. Yep, that one did. And bye-bye. Yep. Very easy one, that one. And I'm surprised, but the AMX-13F3 missed me there. I'm going to go down this channel because it's slightly more difficult for the AMX-13F3 to hit me in this channel than it is in the other one, because you've got these folds in the ground which actually are quite nice to dip into if you are getting struck by Arty. I've gone back to AP. I did fire a fair bit of APCR, 7 rounds actually, so that's going to cost me at the end. And, well, it looks like our guys in the town had a bit of a hard time. They went in, and now they're being pushed back out of town again. And looks like the enemy team's doing rather well. And the only guy who's come south with me is the SU-100 rather. And I've suggested to him that he go around the corner and see if he can find that AMX-13F3. And he's doing just that. Okay, so we're going to start the cap to force the enemy to take some pressure off our guys near our cap. It looks like they need some relief. Okay, well, I'm in the cap, starting to cap. And I actually decide to come out here because the logical place that the AMX-13F3 will fire at, if he thinks I'm in the cap, is in that corner there. So if I'm a little way away from that corner, he's going to miss me. But I am pulling further back to try and force them to come to us. And then I just thought, no, I'll just get a bit closer just in case they come around the corner. And the SU-100 is now in the cap with me. I've reloaded the APCR just in case one of the heavies comes round. Probably won't need it, but it helps. Oh, Striv. Now you can penetrate that. He bounces his first round off me. The armor's quite strong. He's only got a 75mm gun. He's going to find it very tough to get through. He has to hit the weak spot. Can he get the weak spot? Yes, he does. He hits my cupola, which is that little thing at the back there. You can see, yep, he put the round through it. Well, good for him, bad for the enemy. Oh, we got an E25 behind us as well. Now he's popping up. I think he's already got a defender off me, but I put one into his turret just through the narrowest of pixels. Miss with that shot. I'm ready for him if he pops up again. I've got a little bit more APCR. He pops out. I put one into him. He bounces one off me. Didn't get the cupola. And now potentially I've got a steel wall. That E25 is still there. He's still trying to pen us and failing. He comes around the corner. And even while I'm looking at the Striv, yeah, the E25's bouncing rounds off me. And he's now dead. And here comes the Striv again. And he's too late. That's it. It's all over. We've won. And yet we only have 3 left on our team against 5 of the enemy. So even outnumbered, you can still win a game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how well we got on. Well, it's only a second class tanker for me in the AT-15A, but I did manage to get a shell proof, a fire for effect, and had a god out of that battle. And of course I picked up a steel wolf because I blocked the most damage, took the most hits, and survived the battle. And my win rate was 2796, which is fairly good, but not brilliant. It's possible. And if we look at team score, we can see that I didn't get the highest damage in that game. No, the AMX 12 ton on the enemy team managed to get a patrol duty and 2022 hit points of damage, whereas the next high scorer was the FE304 on our team, and I sent a letter of congratulations, or a message of congratulations, not a letter. 1,732 hit points to him, and the next high scorer was myself with 1,612. When it came to kills, it was the E25 and the ARL V39. They both got 3 kills, and then I was one of the players with 2 kills, including the FE304, the Tiger 1 on the enemy team, the SU-100. And when it came to base XP, yes, it's me, with 913 base experience points, 676 for the 45 TP, and then we see the AMX 12 ton on the enemy team managed to get 653. The FE304 managed 611, and the SU-100, who was with me, who killed the E25, he got 314. I fired 27 rounds in that game, got 19 direct hits and 11 penetrations, damage of 1,612 hit points, and all of it was at close range. I received 12 hits from the enemy. That last shot was from the E25. That was a non-penetrating shot. 3 penetrations though. He hit me exactly in the right spots on the top of the roof. Not just the Striv 74, but the King Tiger Captured did as well. He got me on there as well. 9 non-penetrations, 1 hit by way of splash damage. That was the AMX 13F3 at the start of the battle, and I couldn't work out why he didn't hit me later on, but I think it was because actually he was out the game. 1,835 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 4 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 544 hit points of damage assistance, plus 61 cap points. On a premium count, I earned 58,877 credits, got 14,719 from personal reserves, total 73,596, and even after using all that premium ammo, it was 10 rounds of APCR, I still came out ahead with 33,383 credits. I picked up 26 bombs, Veni Vidi Vici plus 1 for the steel wall, and 1,369 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 274 for this being a premium vehicle, and 1,369 from personal reserve bonus, so I took away 4,382 experience points altogether. So a pretty good game actually, all in all, and it just shows that even outnumbered, and even if it is Lakeville, Going Valley sometimes does work, but only if you push ahead and push through the enemy to get to the cap, and then force the cap so that the enemy has to disengage from trying to kill your teammates in the opposite end. Because if you don't do that and allow your enemy to dominate the other end, then unfortunately bad things can happen. And that's what happened to me in a different game earlier today, where I started capping. The enemy didn't disengage. They killed all my teammates at the other end, and then that left me hanging there as the only person. I went looking for the enemy to try and see if I could support my teammate to halfway through, while I realized that he was in desperate need. And unfortunately, by the time I got back to the cap, the enemy was in place and there was nothing I could do, and I got taken out. So yes, sometimes it doesn't work on Lakeville, sometimes it does, but generally it does work. And in this case, it did work quite nicely, because this is a very good assault tank. It's the basis of the Tortoise, as I said earlier. It was from this that they got the Tortoise, and therefore it's designed specifically to bulldoze its way through the enemy defenders one by one, taking them on and taking them out the game quickly. As you can see, I disposed of 2 tanks in quick order. The Jagdpanther and the King Tiger captured, and then the game was ours. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.